Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? I got a 2016 Chevy Suburban. It's got 123,471 miles, 123,471. Customer's complaint is got a transmission problem, and he could be driving down the road, and it goes into this funk. He couldn't really explain what he meant by that, but it goes into a funk. He pulls over, shuts it off, restarts it, and then he can go again. Okay, sounds like it's going into a limp mode. It's got no codes. So, not quite sure what's going on there. Unless the customer cleared the codes, I don't know. It's always a possibility, but I do have codes in other modules, so I'm not quite sure. So here, as you can see, TCM and ECM, engine control, transmission control, there's nothing in those modules. If there was a code, it would show up in red. So, I don't really know what's going on here. I'm going to take this thing for a road test. One thing I did note. Can you hear that noise? That whirring noise? That sounds like a pump or something. Okay, here, this is even weirder now. Just see something. It's in drive. It's drive, neutral, reverse, park. So it definitely changes. So I'm wondering if the pump and the transmission's going out. Why are there no codes? That's what kind of throws me. Yeah, there's definitely something going on there. It doesn't sound right. Anyway, I'm going to take it for a ride and see what I can feel. Hopefully it'll do whatever he's complaining about, and then I'll have something to go on. I got a funny feeling the customer cleared the codes, but I don't know. So, just a guess. All right, let me go for a ride. I'll be right back. Okay, so this thing's got some pretty good issues with the transmission. It's making a ton of noise that kind of comes and goes. So I'm going to have to get it on a lift, and RPMs are shooting up and down and everything else. Now, the fact that it's not setting any codes, one thing I just happened to notice, and I got a funny feeling the battery was disconnected to try to clear the codes or reset something. How would I even know that? Hold on a second. How would I even know that? That's how I would know that. You know why? Because it's 12 o'clock right now, not 4 o'clock. So I'd be willing to bet somebody disconnected the battery. But yeah, so let me see if you can hear the noise. Alright. I hope that came through, because it kind of goes ramp, rap, 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 rap. Listen closely. Oh, there. And it has flared shifts. Times, not all the time, it has flared takeoff. So when I get back to the shop, first thing I'm going to do is just double check the transmission fluid level. But it's just like right there when it just shifted into third, it kind of like hung and then dropped back and actually completed the shift. So definitely got something going on. All right, let me get back to the shop, and then we'll at least check the transmission fluid. You know, like right now it's in neutral. Oh, now it's in drive again. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere now. Oops. All right, customer said he would shut it off and restart it. So let's see. Because I'm not going anywhere. Yep. And now, can you hear it? Yeah. Now the fact too that shut it off and restart it, and all of a sudden it starts acting normal again for a little bit, that's not fluid. I'm going to double check the fluid, or I'm going to check the fluid anyway. I didn't bother checking it. Although this thing may not have a dipstick. It's a 2016. Depending on which transmission's in it, it might not have a dipstick. Which means I got to put it up in the air, which I do not have a free lift at the moment, so. Oh, and there it's shuddering like mad. And there it's neutral. This thing's definitely got some issues. Alright, let me hopefully make it back to the shop. Did just throw a check engine light, and I know I have not made it back to the shop. So, it's not going to show up on here yet. So, let me go into ECM, because that's just a code scan, but since the code scan's already done, I now have to go in and actually read fault code. Transmission control module requested mil. Okay. So let's go back. TCM. Enter. What do we got? Pressure control solenoid valve 3 stuck off. Okay, so it's got some kind of a pressure issue, and it's got a solenoid that's actually stuck. There again, not fluid related, but like I said, I do got to check it. All right, let me clear this code and get this thing back to the shop. Amazingly enough, with the code cleared, I can actually start driving again. So, all right, let me get back to the shop. When I got back to the shop, I had no reverse. Nothing. Nothing there. It just goes, it's a complete neutral. So, it does have a dipstick, but it's full of fluid. It's hard to see it, but it's there. It's right on the hot mark. However, this thing stinks. Woo! I got some of my nose. But yeah, it's cold. So, no point in doing anything else, especially because of the mileage. Forgot if I mentioned what the mileage was. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah, the fluid's cooked. So, unfortunately, this is a definite transmission replacement. Not something we would even rebuild. It's not worth it. A lot of people say, well, why don't you rebuild it? Well, think about it this way. If we rebuild it, what are you going to save? $700 to $1,000, let's say? And you're only going to get a 12-12 warranty, and we got to warranty it. I'd rather a customer spend $600 to $1,000 more and get a reman transmission that comes with usually a 36-100 or a 36 unlimited warranty. It's a much better value if you think about it. I'd rather do that. Plus, it's a quicker turnaround time. Unless if I rebuild it, it's going to take probably twice as long. So, anyway, just thought I'd show you that. But that's actually going to end this video. There's not much more I'm going to do right now. Got to price it out and call the customer. So, oh yeah, and obviously the battery was disconnected because you saw it set a check engine light. So I was right when I saw the clock being completely off. Anyway, all right. Hopefully you got something out of that. If you did, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. And if you look down in the description, I have links to Amazon products that I personally use. I'm not asking you to buy anything, but it helps me out if you can at least click on something. More clicks I get, the better. It does help. The more people that click helps. So anyway, that's about it. If you could also hit the subscribe button, or ring the bell button, whatever the heck it's called. I don't even know, because that is going to help me too. All right. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.